Tonight on Hipstar Tonight. Now available on iTunes. Purchases now online at hipstar.ca. The original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. Please send your contributions to the Heart and Soul Foundation. It is tonight. Tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
Great to be here on a Tuesday, July 11th, 2017. We had to take the week off. Out of respect, of course. I mean, sponsors aren't happy. What are they paying us for? But for the sake of our...
Is that a gunshot?
The sake of our most important charity and a name in Ontario wrestling that's been around for the past couple decades, it's out of respect where our decisions come from. You make the final say. We had to. Gave me the time to move out of Parkdale into a cleaner sitch, lovelier neighborhood, back to a roommate scenario, which I am adapting to greatly, actually. Thanks for asking. It's much better than moping in my loneliness, listening to the odd noises coming from a junkie's apartment until 5 in the morning. I had to realize the last two I got in physical fights with. And insane, and not exaggerating like a bro would say, I don't know what's up with her, she's just crazy, bro. No, legit, batshit, emotionally unstable, the kind to tell you she loves you on the first date. 6 months into the relationship tells me she was once exorcised into a satanic worship circle. No, not like yoga, like they brought a demon out of her. So after she told me that, obviously I was convinced she was permanently a demon now. The roommate before that, a loose cannon, Curtis Codwell, born wrestling fan, who also would talk to you about how Gator gave him a shot once, Chuck gave him a shot once, talking 10 years later about how he should have taken them seriously, and maybe this year would be his shot. But realistically, had a total of 3 indie matches, so duh, obviously he was a drunk, and I had to beat the shit out of him. But my roommate now...
He had a big fucking head, too.
Yeah, he did. But the roommate now, I am happy, dude. His outlook on life is very positive. He's got a lot of positive knowledge stored in him, which is relieving for how much beer turns us into piss tanks. I am taking on a new outlook on life. My mind seems clearer. And that's not because I might have relieved my mental depression by doing mushrooms on Canada Day. Not just that. I feel happy. Not conversational happy, but the honest feeling of happiness. My body is still lazy, sure, but I'm not cut out to be the constant weekend warrior. I want to talk. I want to deliver. I want to broadcast from mountains and open eyes and get invited to do Comic-Cons where I'll have to wear latex gloves because all the sweaty palms are going to have to shake. It's a beautiful time to be alive, and a change is a great way to start that. So with that, the most feedback we've gotten after one episode, after we left off our last episode, and a line Jay Moore dropped on the world. The top 10 wrestling promotions in Ontario that need to die.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a discussion about the opening monologue. You just keep on going. I don't know if it's a delay or you actually set yourself up in front of that microphone and you have to deliver the monologue no matter what's happening in the room. Like
no distractions,
are not listening to the audience. I don't know if the roommate is male or female. You're just, I don't even know if the audience is understanding what's going on.
He's a male. I believe he identifies as a male. He's Cooper. Coop Man. Cooper's great. You'll love Cooper.
Sounds like the name of a dog.
Come here, Cooper. Come on. Yeah, good boy.
Shoutouts to Smith Hart, if you don't mind.
No.
I'm going to open my Reese's Pieces. Because Smith always liked his Reese's Pieces.
He did, yeah.
This is for you, Smith.
But, Jay...
You used to always give me, Reese's, when we did shirts and shows.
Yeah. Just sweating
in his hand. I've been eating Reese's Pieces.
Just sweating in his hand. The color discolored all over his fingers.
They came from Barrie. He drove with them. He got Matt, whatever that kid's name was.
Yeah.
So I was but he used to bring me Reese's Pieces thinking that they were only sold in Barrie.
Yeah.
Giving me a treat. Anyways, I don't want to drag it out.
Don't want to do the same show. But, Jay, we got a lot of feedback. After that comment you made, Jim Connolly's status, the 22, was it 22 promotions in Ontario? And you promised us a list, which you wrote, you sent in to us from Philadelphia. Thanks, man. The top 10 wrestling promotions that need to die. Do you want to just share some insight on this before we start?
Yeah, please. I would just like to make an opening statement, if you will, to the court.
Yeah, please do, yeah.
Since the last program, the last episode, and the comments I made about the Jim Conley post about 22 promotions.
Yeah, I went out there.
I have been looked at by some major promotions in the tri-state area. And I feel that with me now having to work with other workers that I don't even know who they are, and it's like a culture shock, I feel that I don't know where these other workers are coming from,
right?
Or what other promotions are coming from. And I feel that
it's so
a lot of the people may want to do some advertising on the show, so maybe it's time that I start kayfabing and watch what I say, because eyes are on me. But I will, in fact, start by saying, maybe not necessarily in Ontario, but I am really sick and tired overall of people using like the NWA banner with their indie promotion. Canadian National Wrestling Alliance. And it's like the promotion would sell their banner because it's all they had left of the promotion to all the indie guys, and the indie guys would use it to kind of get the rub. But meanwhile, they're putting on superstars like Playboy Ronnie Rose, the local tire and lube guy that works on Quaker Road in Welland, and calling it, I work for the CNWA. I find it insulting to the business. The NWA, as you know, was founded on the Four Horsemen, Barry Windham, Lex Luger, the list goes on and on, Tony Schiavone. And the fact that some Canadian National Wrestling Alliance wants to give me Playboy Johnny Rhodes versus Frank the Tank Sherman at the local Legion Hall for a $10 ticket insults me as a performer.
I'm not making anything.
I'm tired of doing those kind of shows.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to bring my gimmick bag into the venue, and
I'll walk out with bed bugs. I don't want that.
I don't know much more what I could say. Actually, do you have any? I didn't do homework on the show. I don't know. I don't have that.
Well, you did enough. You sent in the list. It's a pretty powerful list because we're oversaturated here. Ontario's getting carried away, so if you want to drop names, now's the time.
Well, you're putting heat on me. I may talk about Fug Delton. I mean, that's somebody that just won't go away.
Yeah, but we admitted it. We don't want to do this for too long. We don't want to wrestle, break our backs. No, we want to talk about it. We want to be broadcasters.
I know, but isn't it embarrassing to, when I drive into Tillsonburg, to be following a hay truck and a tractor down the street to go to my local ball diamond to see some shit ring in the middle of a ball diamond and somebody giving me black and white posters or some fucking kindergarten-made poster in the local
it's going to get lost in my bag
store.
You've
insulted my intelligence, Fug. And I don't appreciate you as a promoter or a human being. And the next time you come up to me and want to buy an 8x10 at Comic-Con, just walk away, because I don't even want your money, your grubby fucking ticket-selling money.
Ripped up $5 bills,
Thank you.
with barbecue sauce all over it. Yeah, it's not used. But that's exactly what this list is for, Jay. That's why it's a good thing. This episode needs to be said.
I don't want heat on me. I don't want you to be saying that I came up with these promotions.
You're barely, working promotions anyways. And the ones we're about to mention, you don't want to work from anyways.
A lot of promotions. Do you not understand? It's been a busy week. I'm calling you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I know.
By the way, I would like to send a shout-out to a faithful listener of the program, Chris DeCalvio. I don't even know how to spell his last name. I still call him the Jam Monkey. But
he's helpful.
Pronounced, but he's a great ring announcer.
He is.
Anyways, a kayfabe shout-out between him and I. He knows what I'm talking about. He got in touch with one of my wrestling mentors in life, Prince King Nana.
Wow,
and,
good.
Told him that we should do some business together. And just a kayfabe shout-out. Thank you, bro.
But it's not real.
It's
between
me and him. It's not between you or the audience or anybody else in Ontario.
Yeah.
So,
right.
And next time I see you at Death Proof, bro, this joint's on me. I know I keep promising, but I owe you, bro.
Forget, yeah. All right, let's do it, man.
The next promotion I would like to talk about is do you want me to go on about these pig roast promotions? Because those have got to be eliminated.
Well, the house shows and the fan-made ones that we've been shitting on for so long, they need to go, okay? Let's start.
Okay.
Courage Pro. Hamilton used to be the armpit of Ontario wrestling. Used to be. Now it's the GTA, unfortunately. No. But that doesn't mean we need useless Chuck Simpson house shows in a pretend City of Lights. Kids are booking it now, and that makes a lot of sense given how naive the booking is. Storyline for every match, promos given to people with no vocal charisma, and of course, wrestlers who play wrestler and realistically have no clue what they're doing. It's just to be cool. I mean, it's like one of those, like, this would be cool if I started doing this move, right, brah? So you got to take it. Let Alpha One do Hamilton. That's the kind of action they want to see over there anyways, all right? Let it out.
Well, I don't know what you were talking about. I'm a big fan of what happened in Hamilton because I started, I believe, a trend going there, working for Great North Wrestling. I had 2 bookings in which I managed a Falcors, and I left such an impact.
Yeah.
Left such an impact that the promoter couldn't afford to pay me anymore, and I had to leave the territory. Since then, I've also run shows there that was like, it got a lot of heat at the studio hall, and Hamilton actually pushed me out of the territory.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't personally work Hamilton anymore, but it's good that it's booming, because one thing that Gene Okerlund always taught me was that Hamilton was always a hotbed for wrestling because of people like Iron Mike Sharp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It is. It is, but I mean, like, that's why I said Alpha One needs to stay. They should be the Hamilton action. Anything else is just, like, really just oversaturating.
Okay, well, sometimes you don't make a lot of sense of what you're saying, but I get what you're saying now.
I said Courage. Courage Pro. That's what I'm shitting on.
Courage.
Exactly.
Well, book me then, and I won't book me. Why can't they book me? Is there a problem? Who is Justin Graves again?
Exactly. He wears, like, face paint because he was motivated by Vampiro and Sting back in the day, and he's...
Okay, I don't even care. I don't know anything about Courage Pro. They're not going to book me, so I'm not,
All right. Okay, fine. Nobody knows who the fuck they are anyways, so... Did you hear about those Chaos for Canines charity shows? Now,
No, but I like those girls. They came and hugged me. Did you have heat with them,
honestly, it's probably the best charity wrestling has ever made progress for, or tried to.
I think that...
Animal shelters, right? It's cool.
Give them a piece of advice. They could take it or leave it. I think that the show should actually have dogs in the audience.
Oh.
Because it would be something original if, like, we were working in front of, like, the dogs that were helping. I just
so
think
pissed.
that,
just barking.
being a charity show, we don't necessarily need people fans, and I think it's something that's original. I think it's something that I could take to a production company and do something with this. No place in the world. And you girls have been doing it now for a few years. You've never booked me, but I think that if you want to bring me as a consultant,
they have no idea.
Actually get the dogs, and we do. I'm talking about like a full house of dogs, like 200 or 300 dogs, and the boys do a show in front of the dogs. So why not?
At least it would be an easier way to get a packed house. I know, I understand, but
yeah, it'd be great.
I couldn't understand at first what their motive was.
Let's go, Hipstar. Let's go, Loco John.
I mean, I thought their motive was for a good cause, but then we're spending the night, right, watching an old charity show they did from like 2 years ago. And Booker Ma'am is only a manager, and yet her friends are all still trading stories. They're like, oh, when you told that guy to shut up, everyone was like, whoa, you can't say that. Whoa, you're so courageous. And I'm like, what the?
That's heat, bro.
It's just too markish for me to take it seriously. And you're just being introduced to how this business works, sure. But not cool when you're booking the show. You got a cool charity, you got your hands on one, do the respectable thing and give it to a promotion with some credibility. Let Smash take it over. Don't fucking think you can just want to make new friends.
They're not going to take it over.
Do it for a good cause, sure, but like when you're doing these silly wrestling promotion dedicated to it, I honestly thought the first time I was booked that I was wrestling a dog. That would have been way cooler than the show they actually fucking booked.
All right, calm down, please. If they want to bring me as a consultant, we have to start realizing that we got to start making money. So if they want to pay me to be a consultant, we'll put the show over here on Tonight on Hipstar Tonight. You're going to have to turn the attitude around a bit because the sponsors are starting to run away. We've lost Hogtown Pro. The fucking Sonic Boom is gone. Everybody's leaving. Frankie's Pizza is leaving. And I just think that...
Always the pizza shop goes, yeah.
Maybe it's not a good sell for me to be coming in as a consultant if I'm losing sponsors, but I mean, it's all I'm grasping onto here. Like,
well, we got a show, all right? We're doing the show for
Who's
ourselves.
next on the list?
We're doing it for the internet. But I mean, next on the list, you guessed it.
All right.
The CWO, the Stoner Boy. And without him, we wouldn't have the Rockpile Wars, I know. Another Ontario...
Oh, CWO, yeah.
Another Ontario Territory Wars we can all tell our children about. In terms of generalization of marks running and killing the business, we talking about it all the time. It's easy to attack them unless, of course, they are paying you. But then you just say that shit in private messages or behind closed doors. But not this time.
This guy's been like dropping my name and not paying me.
Yeah,
and,
exactly,
it's
right?
I don't appreciate.
So he's got to go.
Something that I don't appreciate the comments that was made earlier on social media going back a couple of weeks about how you think you're such a heat magnet that you're the new Jim Cornette. I don't believe you're the new Jim Cornette. That's insulting to the business and insulting to me as a performer. And shame on you for running the rock pile, and shame on you for calling yourself a promoter. No disrespect